Hello and welcome back to the channel. I've labeled this video, what did I label this thing? Anyway, something about getting started with Skypark and Microsoft Flight Sim. And as you can see, I'm running Microsoft Flight Sim for those of you that have just picked it up or haven't used it in a bit. I've got that up and running. I also have an overlay of something called the Skypark. And the Skypark just gives you tasks, things to do in the flight sim, places that you may never think about going to. And when you first load it up, you're going to be asked to do like a tutorial flight. And a gal named Bridget is going to kind of walk you through on that very first flight. And you'll have to go with point A, point B. It's a very short flight, but it's just kind of walks you through so that you feel more comfortable with the program. In this particular case, they've got a special right now called UK Tours. And so if you go into your contracts, I already have it kind of selected here. And I went up to the search bar. This would normally be blanked out. And I typed in UK Tour. And when I searched for it, it showed me this information here. This is a tour. You'll notice that there isn't any money associated with this particular job, but there is experience. And it's 1,800 miles total. It also says infinite time. That means it doesn't expire. So you can just you can do this at your leisure whenever you want. If I go to info on this, it's going to tell me what planes that they suggest. It's going to give me quite a bit of experience. In fact, actually, it'll push me into level 12. No money associated with it. If there was money, you'd see it here in the list. It's going to be 1,802 nautical miles total. But we are not going to do all 1,800 miles today. We're going to do like, I think it was like 60. They have a video that you can watch on the area, and then it's going to give me the 60 nautical miles, all the different airfields. And as you can see, a lot of these are within, it looks like they're all about under 100 miles. So it makes it for some really nice flights. Anyway, let's go into manage. And you can have more than one item selected to a tour or a flight or whatever. I only like to do one flight at a time. That's just me. So if I go into the planned flight, I've already got it in here. And if you did not have that first flight in there, what you would have is a item down at the bottom here, and you could click on the green box that would say, hey, do you want to do a direct flight from point A to point B? Yes, plan it. And then you'll get your magenta line. So let's go ahead. Let's kind of zoom in here. All right. So we have here's our airfield. Looks like we've got runways, let's back out a bit, 09 and 27. Back out a little bit more. Looks like we're going to see some pretty cool stuff along the way. Anyway, the Skypark's ready to go. Not going to focus on that too much anymore. I'm going to go to my world map. And here I can pick my aircraft, departure, airfield, and my destination. So we're going from EG, or Echo Golf Lima Charlie. Okay, and I'm going to pick this first spot is just fine. And we are going to, I'm looking this up over at the Skypark. Echo, Golf, Oscar, Charlie. There we go, 60 nautical miles. This looks about right. Question is, what aircraft should we take? I think this, should we take the Savage? Yeah, let's take this bad boy here, the Savage Gravel. And they call this the, I want to say, God, what is it? What do they call this one? Anyway, oh, Monster Truck of the Skies. And that's going to be just fine. What are we going to do for flight conditions? Now, there is a bug in the current software. Time of day doesn't matter. Let's do an early morning type flight. The sun will be kind of on our back. You never want to pick live weather, not right now. Go clear skies, get into the sim, and then you pick live weather, and then you eliminate the bug that's in Microsoft Flight Sim. So I'm going to hit fly. And the flight loads. And hopefully it puts us right here. And for those on the chat, welcome. Still waiting for this to load. There it is. Here we are in Linden City. Look at the graphics. Wow. Let's move the Skypark out of the way. Anyway, well, very well done. Let's go ready to fly. Get my track IR all set up. Oh, we got a bunch of pilots in the area. That's cool. I'm going to turn off the labels for now. And as you can see, my graphics, I keep those set to medium. I'm going to turn this down a notch here. Just because we're in the city. And on the Twitch channel, you can see the hardware that I have, which is older hardware. No doubt about it. And it looks great in the sim. So let's fire up the aircraft. I think this time of day would be just fine. So why don't we see what the real weather is? And it's safe to turn that on now. So this would be for live time. See what live weather gives us. Oh, I think we can live with that. We're going to go to ATC. We're going to turn to ground ATIS. Let's go to the ATIS.
London City Airport information Sierra 06000. Wind 212 at 25.
212 at 25.
Sky conditions. Few clouds at 600 feet. Few clouds at 4,000
Good. We'll stay under
feet.
4,200 feet.
Clouds at 12,100 feet. Temperature 14.
Altimeter 30.24.
Altimeter 30.
It's nice. They tell us the runway in use.
Runway 27 in use.
So 3024. Set. And we're going to use runway 27. Now, let's go over here. Oh, we can taxi out here. We'll back taxi to runway 27. myself a notch of flaps here. We really don't need to back taxi. Why? This thing can take off in 20 feet. There we go. Oh, wow. That was a strong wind. That was a terrible takeoff. Wow, look at London early morning. That's amazing. Definitely a wind. Whoa, what is going on there? A bit of wind definitely being pushed around. Get a nice little outside view there. Now what we can do is we can take a peek at our little nav map. So you see on the little nav map, you kind of get an idea of our flight. I don't have the flight plan in there, but it's an overlay for a little nav map. Okay, well, totally open for questions for those that are on the stream. Feel free to ask away. Maverick, what's your current leg that you're running?
I just landed at Echo Golf November Mike, which is, I think it's Leeds.
Okay.
And I just saw there's an update for that DA62.
Ooh, it just came out?
Came out today, February 23rd.
All right, well, I need to download that.
So I just went and got it. I was having some problems, like when I engaged the autopilot, follow a heading, or even the GPS, it wouldn't engage right away. The airplane would bank hard left all the time. Kind of like how in the early stages of flight sim for the autopilot problems that there were.
Oh yeah, look at that.
And then if you fly that DA40NG, same guy has a mod for that one to make it more.
Oh, and you know what he did? He quite a few little changes here, but one of the things is to compensate for the bug that's in the sim on World Update 3. He changed how the flaps work. So that means he'll have an update probably after they fix that World Update to bring it back to what it was before, I'm guessing. Well, let's download this guy. All right, good, cool, thanks.
Yeah, I was getting tired of that bug when I went to engage the autopilot because I'm trying to eat and fly at the same time. I get up to altitude and I engage the autopilot so I can something, and I hit the heading mode, and I have the heading in there, and it just veers way off to the left all the time. And then when I go to nav mode and the CDI's on yes, it did the same thing sometimes. So I think there was something conflicting. I figure, well, let's go see if there's an update.
Did that seem to fix it?
I don't know. I'm getting back into it right now.
Okay, also the GOC Gravel has an update. It was put out yesterday.
I don't have that airplane yet.
Got it.
But I was looking at it. I see you flying it on your streams and stuff.
Oh man, I love it. So what is in the change log for that? Let's take a peek here. Oh, wow, tons of stuff. Yeah, right now I'm streaming a very early morning flight. Sun's just coming up. And wow. Yeah, London is just beautiful.
Yep. I popped in to see what you were streaming, and you were complaining about the live weather.
I was complaining about the live weather.
No, you were explaining about it.
Oh, right.
When you to set it up, start with clear skies, and then when you're in the sim, go to live weather there instead of the other way around.
I don't know if that bug is still in there. I should do a little research to find out.
One whole viewer. Probably just me.
I'm sorry, you come in a little bit muffled there, dude. What was that?
I said that you got one whole viewer, and I think it's probably me.
Probably. I don't get very many viewers.
Well, I honk the hell out of your Twitch.
Yeah, if you're watching, those are just medium settings on the sim.
The graphics in this game look great, though. Just like you were saying before it came out, the graphics are great.
Right. Well, they're starting to dial in the aerodynamics, which is nice. And then we got all these third parties, and I actually did not think that the third parties were going to be as aggressive as they are, but yeah, they're really going to town. We've got some great mods. I found a really good YouTube video, and it was on the CJ4. Does anybody fly that?
Yeah, I fly it every once in a while.
I'll see if I can find that. It being my history. Okay. I think I found it. I will post it in the TeamSpeak. Guy just walks through the avionics and systems and
Okay, first flight, just gauge the autopilot to see if that bug that I was in or experiencing was there, and it catches right away the way it's supposed to.
so the patch fixed the problem.
Yep, so far. We'll find out. Doing my, I just activated a heading, turning towards my course for my yes, and then when I get close enough to the magenta line, I'll hit the nav button, and what happens? Man, they got a lot of windmills around here. England must be the wind energy capital of the world.
They got a lot, huh?
Once you get past that first flight that you're on from London City to EGOC, I think it is. Once you take off out of EGOC, you'll start seeing them pop up here and there. Some of them are just a couple of them. Some of them got like a dozen of them. Engaging nav.
We're going to check our Skypark, see where we're at. Oh, I'm right over something called Windsor Castle. We got to take a look at that.
Yep.
Oh.
I'll be going over this thing called Fountains Abbey and Tesco Superstore.
I like that they added points of reference.
Yeah. I was looking for Big Ben.
It's there.
I didn't see it. I know it's there, but I didn't see it on the points of interest on Skypark. But I'm sure I saw it. I just didn't realize it because I saw that I saw the Ferris wheel. Then I remember seeing Windsor Castle. Did you have your graphics setting on medium?
Medium. Hey, Mitral, appreciate the follow. Hope you enjoyed the channel. Got 27 miles to go. Well, the weather sure does look better. The clouds and everything in the sim since the update, I do like that.
Yep, definitely. Wonder if Foxbat's watching your stream like he said he was going to.
Huh. Yep, maybe. Or he might be napping. I don't know what he's doing.
No, he said he was going to go eat his dinner, but he asked if you were streaming. I said, yeah. He said he was going to go watch your stream while he ate.
Got it. Well, I do have 2 people watching the stream right now, so woohoo!
Well, it says 3, and I am one of them.
Oh, 3. Does it say 3? Sometimes it takes some time for it to show up on my, because I use something called restream.io. Sometimes it takes a while for that to show up. But for those watching the stream, feel free to subscribe. And don't forget the dono. Oh, come on, guys. That was funny.
I don't know, huh?
Yeah. That was when Wiley was in here. He kept saying, man, you gotta tell him to donate. You know, ask for a dono. All right. So now I say it just out of fun. I said that on, I think it was a Saturday flight. I had 3 people don't donate.
Well, you mentioned donate and lost one of the viewers.
Oh yeah, one of them left.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Say the word donate and he's out of here.
Yep,
It's
exactly.
probably me. I was looking at his graphics,
Okay.
comparing them to mine.
Hey, Medium is awesome looking.
Uh-huh.
I have no problem running that. The sim runs very smooth. I think I'm getting my 60 frames. Just looks great.
I need to go back when you took off from London City and see what all the buildings look like on yours.
I'll have to go fly in that area. See if I
Uh,
can find Big Ben.
I watch YouTube videos and stuff, and people flying around New York and all that, and their buildings look phenomenal. And then I go do it, and it just doesn't look the same.
Yeah, it could very well be that they have, you know, more up-to-date hardware, and they're running higher settings, and you got to watch their frame rates.
Yeah.
You know, they may be perfectly happy with 30 or less.
You guys see that fly Tampa, Las Vegas scenery yet? I bought that the other day. Of course, they didn't give it to me until 3 days later, but it looks phenomenal. The fountains work and everything.
Ooh, that's kind of neat.
Yeah, it is. Flying down that strip and seeing all those lights flickering, and oh, it's great.
Yeah,
But just
Flight
to see
Tampa
those
does a good
fountains,
job.
just to see those fountains working is just something.
Yeah, wish we could get that in DCS.
Yeah, but DCS Vegas looks sick, and I mean, puking sick.
I want the fountain to work in DCS so that I can hover right over it and wash my Huey.
Yeah, really. I can't wait till I get helicopters so I can do that and fly Tampa.
Let's see where we're at. 18 miles to go.
So, what exactly are you flying on board, rather?
I'm flying the Got Gravel. They call it the monster truck of the skies.
Well, yeah, I got that one, but I'm saying, what are you hauling?
Oh man, I don't know. Oh, nothing. This is an experience flight,
Ah,
part of what they call UK tours. And there's how many, Maverick? 10 flights?
27.
27 flights, 1,800 miles total.
wow.
Maverick, do we get a little bit of experience along the way? Or,
I don't think so. I think it's when you get all done,
okay.
it gives it to you.
Oof. Wow, I'm getting some wins.
Yep. LC 27 stops, and then you land back at EGLC.
It says you got 42 knots of winds up there somewhere.
Is that what it is?
That's what your thing says at the top here.
Oh, oh, that's right. I don't see that. There's an overlay on the
Right.
top of my stream that I threw up there.
There's a 204 at 42 knots.
Oof. And I'm only at 2,500 feet. It's a windy day.
Yep. They got a huge storm system over whole area. When I did that flight out of Norway earlier, down to what's that? Your whatever the airport was in Scotland. As soon as I took off, the wind turned me sideways.
Wow.
And even with my crosswind correction, it still had me crabbed going sideways. And when I got up to altitude, I was just below the clouds and I started icing up, and it was not a very good day to be flying over there. And then when I went into my destination, I had a 38 knot crosswind.
Wow. That's and what were you flying?
EA62.
That I would
I'm
sure
sure that
exceeded. Yeah.
exactly. I mean, I was flying I was flying crabbed, like you see the jets coming in. They're flying sideways. That's how I was when I came in. It's like,
Yeah, I like that little diamond. That's pretty nice.
yep. Durham Cathedral. I should be seeing that one coming up here soon.
10 miles to go.
Hill of the North after that. I switched my weather to high level clouds. I didn't want to deal with those 30 and 40 knot winds.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Right now I have 7 knots out of the west. Clouds up there in the sky. It looks like a beautiful, beautiful day.
Winds are like coming from 200, 200, about.
Looks like 198.
Okay.
Yeah, 200.
So I'll
37 knots.
do runway 22.
37 knots.
Man, that's some strong winds.
For that little thing, yeah.
Hear about Tiger Woods, Zoo?
No, what happened?
He was in a car accident in California, and they had to extract him using the jaws of life.
Ooh, ouch.
They took him to the hospital. So far, he's expected to survive, but
You get pretty.
Something wrong with his leg, I heard. I mean, he rolled that car over pretty good, too.
Do we know the details of what happened?
not that I've seen.
I only saw what I thought was his car involved and hit the damn sign to the estates where he lives and rolled it over into the side of the road several times. So he must have been flying. He may have been drunk again. Who knows? But the pictures I saw only showed one car, and the helicopter was flying around it, and they didn't see any other cars. But it looks like it tumbled end over end by the looks of the damage on the car.
This Tiger Woods was injured earlier today following a single vehicle rollover crash near Los Angeles, according to law enforcement. Woods suffered serious injuries to both his legs and was not able to stand on his own.
Ouch.
He'll be golfing through a wheelchair from now on.
Woods was conscious when deputies arrived at the scene at Ranchos Palos Verdes. Los Angeles County Sheriff said at a news conference. Woods' 2021 Genesis was going downhill on a winding road and crossed the median before crashing into a curb and overturning into the brush. Neighbors called 911 about the crash at 7:12 a.m. local time. We have to assume they made that call almost immediately as soon as it happened because the neighbors are sitting right within 50 feet of the location. Woods' injuries are not life-threatening. He was able to communicate and he was conscious, the sheriff said. Both legs were injured. The airbags in the vehicle deployed and Woods was wearing a seatbelt, the sheriff said. This likely saved his life. It appears that Woods' vehicle was going at a relatively greater speed than normal, adding that there were no skid marks and no braking.
Now the last question is whether he was liquored up or not. Because he's been there before.
Yep. Not seeing anything about investigation for driving under the influence of anything.
Well, I'm going to say that right off till I'm sure. Formal charges will come out in a day or two, I'm sure.
Yep.
Well, that's some strong wind.
29 knots, 30 knots.
That gravel's probably rated for what? 10, 15?
I don't know. It's going to be an interesting landing, though.
A little bit more sideways, you'd be going the other direction.
I'm just look at this. I'm just inching up the runway.
Be able to hover that in place.
I know. Seriously. No, seriously, look at this. This is amazing. Oof.
Whoa.
Whoa. Yeah, I know. It's a...
roundabout, big roundabout.
Almost like trying to land the Huey.
This is kind of fun. All right, let's see if we can put her down. Well, there's actually a little bit of an updraft there. Oh my God, I'm rolling backwards. I landed backwards.
Look at that. Oh, you can back up from there. I mean, you may actually get back up into the air.
Wow, the
Self-parking.
brakes are ineffective here. I'll use the prop to hold this. Oh wow, look.
Whoa. Yeah, what are you flying, a kite?
Yeah, that's wow, how crazy is that?
It's actually scooting you sideways while you were standing still. That was something to see.
Okay, so Maverick, I've flown this. Okay, it says get to EGOC and it's now in gray. So it's giving me the next airport I've got to get to.
Yep.
Okay. You know what I missed? That cha-ching sound.
Yeah, so when I land, it says something about the destination, and then it'll that box disappears, and then I get another box saying that we're done here. Let's go to our next.
Oh, I didn't get that. Oof. Yeah, that windsock is all the way out.
I get a welcome to E. This one says welcome to EGNT. It's Newcastle, and says we're done. And then the next one says we're done here. Let's go to the next location.
Huh.
This one won't even let him arrive. He's wanting to throw him back. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
And we're whining about not having helicopters.
Oh, the wind blew me over. Okay, so there you go. I landed on my top side there. That's probably a good place to end the stream is right here.